Why go to Martinique? Stunning beaches border tropical rainforests and towering cathedrals share skyline with an imposing volcano. Tourists and residents crowd the store-lined streets and restaurant-filled back alleys of Fort-de-France, while a few miles north, foliage dampens the sounds of bird tweets and hikers. In a word, Martinique. If you want to hit the beach one day then get the adrenaline pumping the next, you'll find that this island offers both, and does both well. Of course there's a catch. The fine dining, luxury resorts and impeccable sand don't come cheap. Vacations to the area are notoriously expensive, especially during the winter. And as an overseas region of France, Martinique's currency is the euro, so your US dollars won't go as far. Still, this island has a storied history, a French-tinted cosmopolitan culture and a varied landscape unparalleled anywhere else in the Caribbean, so there's a good chance that your experience here will exceed your vacation budget. Best things to do in Martinique. Breathtaking natural beauty is Martinique's claim to fame, but no coast offers quite the same scenery. The north is both rugged and lush, with the majestic Montana Pelée volcano commanding the view. Southern Martinique is calmer, romantic and characterized by brilliant white sand beaches. Central on the west coast, urban Fort-de-France is bursting with spectacular historic and cultural sites. Make sure to put that area's Soelcher library at the top of your sightseeing list. What to eat in Martinique? Visitors staying in all-inclusive resorts won't have to worry about finding a restaurant, but if you're on your own, you'll find the most popular restaurants in Fort-de-France. Food on Martinique is some of the best of the Caribbean, but it can be very expensive. Many restaurants offer a prix tourist menu, which often includes several courses and a drink for about the price of one entree off the regular menu. Martinique's cuisine is a rich fusion of French, African and Creole flavors with seafood taking the spotlight. The best time to visit Martinique is in May. Temperatures stay consistent in the 80s throughout the year, but there is a chance of hurricanes in summer and fall. Planning a trip for late spring will ensure you squeeze your vacation in before the worst storms hit, and that you also avoid the crowds and marked-up prices of the island's peak season, from December to April. Getting around Martinique. The best way to get around Martinique is in a car, either your rental or a cab. Even if you intend to spend most of your trip on the beach, you'll at least need to take a cab from Martinique-Aimé Césaire International Airport to either downtown Fort-de-France or the island's resort areas. Using a taxi for sightseeing, however, is a true budget crusher. Instead, rent a vehicle and begin exploring on your own. For a break from the driving, consider taking a pleasant vedette ferry ride between the East Coast's marinas. Neighborhoods. At 425 square miles, Martinique is the largest of the Windward Islands, or the southern islands in the Lesser Antilles archipelago. It's located approximately 25 miles south of Dominica and 25 miles north of St. Lucia. Martinique's western coast overlooks the Caribbean Sea, while its eastern coast faces the Atlantic Ocean. Fort-de-France. Located on the island's west coast, the capital, Fort-de-France, is the largest city, as well as the business and administrative hub and home to nearly a quarter of Martinique's population. You'll also find several tourist attractions in the area, including the Place de la Savane Public Garden, La Savane des Esclaves, and the St. Louis Cathedral. Historic sites include Fort St-Louis, Fort Tartanson, and Fort d'Issaix, as well as the Soelcher Library, which was constructed in Paris for the Exposition of 1889. If you like our video, don't forget to press the button subscribe and like.